used to think this place was worth it.
Worked my whole life, played it clean, played it honest. And somewhere between the taxes and the waiting rooms, I looked up and realized nobody's coming to fix this. Woke up to a landlord letter, rent jumped another 400, can't afford to eat and sleep, pick one. I've wondered if the system's working right, then I'm left to blunder through a life they sold as ours while they split the plunder. Minimum wage to a maximum sentence, every single paycheck gone before I even spend it. Carbon tax on carbon tax, they stack it and they lend it back to Bay Street suits. Who swear that they intended to help us write my Rogers bills? $220 for service that drops out when the weather gets grimy. Bell and Tila split the map and neither one can find me a deal that doesn't bleed me dry. Funny how they blind me. The competition is a closed coalition, monopoly board, but where the pieces, not the players in position. Inflation hit the grocery store like a nuclear fission, and a 2-bedroom apartment now requires a written petition. Down payments on a dream that's decomposing. $600,000 for a semi-roof is frozen. Banks are open, but the doors to hope are closing, and the gap between the have and have-nots keeps on grossing more every single year. We're working all day just to fall further behind, paying for a country that's leaving us blind. Hands in our pockets, boots on our necks, broken promises written on a government check. This is the frozen north and we're running on fumes, watching everything we built get swallowed up by the gloom. They said work hard and the dream will come true. I've been working since I'm 16, where's my proof? 14 hours in an ER with a fever burning. Nurse apologizes, says the system isn't working. One doctor for a town of 8,000 hurting, and the ones who trained it left for Texas. Unsurprising, brain drain running south like a broken faucet. Engineers and surgeons packing up their closets. Better pay, better life, don't act like you're exhausted by the truth. We built the talent, then we lost it. To a border where the taxes don't consume you, where a salary can actually get you through the month too, where you're not choosing heat or groceries come Tuesday. We wave goodbye and act confused like who knew that a decade of stagnation, wages flatline, GDP per capita's a number you can't find without a decade on the graph. There's barely a thin line, productivity collapsing and they call it by design. Well, whose design? Cause mine included dignity, a pension that was real and not a myth or a mystery. Now I'm 52 and reading through the fine print in my 50s, realizing that the system spent my future without me. We're working all day just to fall further behind, paying for a country that's leaving us blind. Hands in our pockets, boots on our necks, broken promises written on a government check. This is the frozen north and we're running on fumes, watching everything we built get swallowed up by the gloom. They said work hard and the dream will come true. I've been working since I'm 16, was my proof. Yeah, downtown corner where the tents line up in January. Fenton knows the reaper and the reaper ain't imaginary. Cutting through the supply like a mortuary. Families getting notifications ordinary. Obituaries buried on a Tuesday on contrary to the narrative they spin in the parliamentary sanctuary. That's the word they like to carry, while the streets outside their offices are literary. Tragedy stacked bodies in the alleys, crime of 40% across the tallies. Politicians rally in their valley of disconnected optics. Please, the audacity to dally while we're watching cities crack and crumble, watching middle class descend into the rubble. Every speech is just a polished padded mumble, left and right at each other's throats. The country's in a tumble and we can't agree on anything because they split us. Culture war to keep us blind to what's above us. Manufacture rates so we don't notice what it cost us while they sign the deals and wave and tell us that they love us, love us. You don't even see us. You drive through the ride and once a year to appease us. Photo op with a hard hat, smile to tease us, then fly back to Ottawa on a bill that's gonna fleece us. Every single time we foot the bill, we always foot the bill. We're working all day just to fall further behind, paying for a country that's leaving us blind. Hands in our pockets, boots on our necks, broken promises written on a government check. This is the frozen north and we're running on fumes, watching everything we built get swallowed up by the gloom. They said work hard and the dream will come true. I've been working since I'm 16, was my proof. Yeah, my grandfather built something here with his hands on the code. Believed in it, I still believe in it, but believing in a country and trust in the people running it. Those stopped being the same thing a long time ago.